Hello, my name is Adnan and welcome to the third section of this course, Rust Functions, Structures and Testing. We will continue to explore Rust fundamentals, such as functions, grades and modules, and we will also learn how to use Cargo to test our code. The first video in this section is writing functions and modules. We're gonna learn what functions and modules are, what is the use of them, and how to write them in the Rust programming language. So let's start off with functions. You have already come across functions before in this course, or if you've had any programming language experience. For example, in the last video we have used a toString method to convert a string slice to a string. Methods are essentially functions that belong to a structure. So let's write a simple function that multiplies two numbers and returns the result. Let's first make a new Cargo project. Cargo, new, let's call it functions and modules, bin. Let's navigate to the folder and let's open up our main.rs file in Sublime. As always, let's remove this line. The keyword fn is reserved for functions, which means our main program is also a function. So let's make a function called multiplication with two parameters, a and b. And they should both be of type integer. And this is the return type of the function, which is also an integer. When we return a value from a function, we don't type return, we just type in this, without a semicolon at the end. Let's test this in our main function. Let x equals 2 and let y 3. And let's just print out the value function. Multiplication, let's pass in x and y. Let's see if this works. Clear the window here. Cargo build and cargo run. It returns 6 like it should have. Perfect. Our function doesn't need to return anything too. Like for example, let's make another function called multiplication print result. The parameters are the same, so without a return value here, we're just gonna say print line a multiplied by b. We'll call it in our main function like this. Let's comment this out. Multiplication print result. And let's pass x and y. And let's see, this should print out the same thing as the example before. So cargo build and cargo run, and it does. We could even call our first function inside this function and it will work the same. So let's do multiplication of a and b. Let's compile and run. Cargo build and cargo run. And it returns 6. Modules in Rust can be used to better organize your code and make items like functions, structures and traits reusable in any project. Using modules, the code becomes more readable, and if you have, for example, a bunch of functions and the main.rs file becomes quite big, you can use modules to group some functions into a logical unit. Let's see how that looks in practice. We're not going to delete this code just now. The keyword is mod, and let's call it sum module. Let's open the brackets, and let's say pub function say hello and print line hello. The pub keyword means that the function will be public. If we didn't put public there, the function could have only be called from within the module. Let's call this function in our main function. Let's remove this. We're gonna say sum module say hello. Let's compile and run. Cargo build and cargo run, and it said hello. But as you see, we're still in the main.rs file, but we wanted to separate the module from the main file. So what we'll do is we'll create a new Rust file named summodules.rs in the source folder. So let's do it like this. Cd source touch summodules.rs. Let's open it inside Sublime. And let's just copy paste this function without sum module. Let's cut and paste this inside the sum module RS file, but notice we didn't put mod sum module here. And we're just gonna say sum module. So now let's try to run this again. Cargo build and cargo run. And it does the same just like before. But now the code is more readable and modular. And just include it into the main.rs file and it should work without any problem. In this video we've learned what functions and modules are and how we can separate modules into a separate file and group functions inside those modules.